What up, YouTube? It's your boy Jay Bruce representing Owning Your Muffin Life, and I hope y'all are enjoying your Memorial Day weekend because I know I am. Haven't hit the pool yet, but I've been killing the gym, so it has been great for me. So, we're back with another video, and today we're gonna cook y'all up reasons why your muscles are not growing. I had my nephew talk to me about his routine and what he was doing. I also remember a lot of conversations I would have with some of my older friends I would help in the gym, and they would show me what they did do and then say, I didn't get any results when I did this, or I do this so many times and I don't really see any progress. And then there's a lot of other YouTubers that would say certain theories behind the workouts that are just, to me, I'm like, what the heck are y'all talking about? On how to get your muscles to grow. And so we're gonna break this down into about 5 different steps, and this is gonna be part 1 to why your muscles aren't growing. So let's get into it. So number 1, your program or your programming in your workout is garbage. So the program, a lot of people, when they do programs, they end up getting these cookie cutter programs if you're looking them up, or you're taking tips from other YouTubers or individuals and you try making your own because you don't want to pay them, or they probably just give you something that doesn't work well for your body. Now, we know there are many different body types, and with different body types, there's probably certain body parts that you have that are either lagging, that you are strong in, or that need more development than what a cookie cutter program can provide you. And so with that, there's a lot of tailoring that has to be done. So you can't just go out here and just get a program that is cookie cutter, 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps on every exercise or whatever it is. And then you got some that are like, do push-ups every single day or bench press or curl every single day to get these 21-inch arms. Now, I'm gonna tell you what, all that is BS. So you really have to know your body. So the program has to be focused, okay? Number 1, it has to be focused when it comes to a program, which means, what are you trying to do? Are you doing full body? Are you doing a bro split? Are you breaking down your body parts? How are you doing your programming? Are you doing triceps, then you're doing bench press? Are you doing pre-exhaustion? Are you starting off with high intensity, high volume? Are you going for power? Are you doing 3 sets of 3, 5 sets of 5? Like, what is the program intended to do, right? There's a lot of programs out there. One of the famous ones that I loved was Power Muscle Burn, which is you're starting off with a power workout, doing pretty much 2, 3 or 4 sets of 3 reps or 5 reps or less. And then you go into your muscle, which you're doing 8 to 12, and you're starting off with a burn, and then at the end you finish it off with a burn set, which is like 40 reps. There's many type of ways you can do it, and the way I say is make sure your program is focused, make sure you're writing it down, because if your programming sucks, and let's just say you're doing biceps and then you're starting off with lat pull down after you cooked your biceps, that's bad programming. So you have to know what you're trying to do, right? There are so many different ways you can go about it. You can start doing chest and biceps because you may want to focus on the opposite muscle so you get the full type of breakdown in the muscle that you get for the biceps without using back to exhaust them. That can be an avenue you go around. And then same thing with doing triceps on back day, because then you don't want to exhaust your triceps during the bench press day. So there's so many ways, right? There's the typical chest and back, or chest and triceps. So there's so many ways. So don't just think there's only one way. There are a lot of ways of programming. And then on top of that is knowing your body, right? You have to be able to know, my shoulders lack. No matter how much volume or whatever I do, they lack. So maybe you need to focus more time on doing your rear delts, your lateral heads. You need to find out what you focus on. And so that's gonna be number 1, is fix the programming, okay? Number 2, your intensity is not there. So intensity is very important. This is how hard you're going at your workout. So if you're doing 3 sets at 8 to 12 or 4 sets, 8 to 12, 5 sets, whatever your program says, and you're just breezing through it, you're just doing 12, 12, 12, 12, 12 reps, you're doing the maximum amount of reps there, then your intensity is not there. You need to be able to bring it every single workout. Keep yourself motivated, even when you're tired. There's gonna be off days in the gym. Even on your off days, if you're going as hard as you can, you're going to see results. And a lot of times people bring partners to the gym and they're distracting you, your rest times aren't there, you're talking, you're not gonna get the maximum potential gain of getting your body that you want and you're having your muscles to grow if your intensity is not there. So quite plain and simple, intensity has to be there. You gotta get intense. So that is really important. Number 3, rest times. Your rest times are garbage. Your workouts are in the friend zone, whatever's happening to where you're parsing your time and you're supposed to be taking a 40 to 30 second rest, and you're out here taking 5 minutes because someone called you, someone came and talked to you, you saw a long lost friend, anything can happen. And so you have to make sure you're doing it as prescribed. If your workouts aren't happening as prescribed, your results are not going to happen as prescribed. So you got to stay strict with it. Now, this is where headphones are there so you don't get lost in your thoughts. See, I'm a daydreamer. I got ADHD to the max. So I'll daydream in a heartbeat. So I have to have headphones because sidebar conversations may get me sidetracked. And so then it's also having that motivation too, because your friends can get you off on another motivation by just, not completing the reps or whatever or something like that. So you got to be able to find a way to dial in and focus. Now, if you need pre-workout, take it. If you can't take pre-workout, find something, get enough sleep, change the times in your workout to be able to make sure you maximize the time. So maybe you need more carbs in. So maybe you want to start in the middle of lunchtime in your day after you ate breakfast, letting it sit. Or maybe you're the type of person that you want to get it done first, so you want to get the workout in, so go right in the morning. So you got to play with this, because rest times are important. So whatever you got to do to focus, that's it. Number 4, you don't have a goal. You're just going into the gym, you're running on the treadmill, hoping you lose weight. You're Forrest Gumping, you're running 16, okay, maybe not 16 miles, maybe like 2-3 miles a day, and you're hoping that it's gonna burn enough fat to where you get the body you want, lose the love handles and all that, right? And so not having a goal, not having a plan, you plan to fail. You have to have a goal. You want to do what? You want to get chiseled, you want to get bigger, you want to get stronger. So you got to have a goal in the workout. How are you going to plan this? So your plan is to have, is it just to make sure you're fit, or you want to do a full body? How do you want to do this? You want to get bigger arms, so maybe you do a split that covers everything, but you add an arm day, maybe taking out an extra chest day or an extra leg day. It depends on what you're trying to do. So you got to have the goal on what you're trying to do. Maybe you want more endurance for your sport. So you got to make sure you're writing down a plan. This should almost be the first thing you do when you're doing your programming. So number 5, nutrition is off. So many people's nutrition is off, and I don't mean that in a sense to where you're gonna find yourself eating grass like a cow, right? Like, what I mean by people's nutrition is they're drinking soda, eating Chick-fil-A Monday through Saturday, twice on Sunday, and they're just eating and craving the fast foods, and they're just killing it. And they don't realize some people's body types, they can eat that, like ectomorphs, we can eat that and it won't really affect us as much. But then there's some people where it just gets to them, the salt gets to them, your body's not gonna be there with a lot of salt on it, because like I said, with that, your muscle's gonna look all watery, but on top of that too, the fat may be covering the muscle. So now, it's not saying you can't enjoy your favorite foods, you just have to find a way that works well for you. There are a lot of diets out there that can complement the way you wanna eat. Maybe you just gotta get a little bit more restrictive. I'm not gonna say you're just gonna be out here eating the same meals. You're gonna have to parse it. So maybe you can have, instead of having 6 Big Macs, you have maybe just 1, and you kind of find other food that tastes good that doesn't have as much fat content to it. Because really the fat content is what is taking your muscles to look all not as defined as they want to be, And so there's also making sure you're incorporating the famous bulk and cut seasons, right? There is a reason why you want to bulk and cut. Now, when you bulk, there are some people who love to bulk too much and stay in permanent bulk mode, to where you might dirty bulk, like, I'm gonna cut down, and you find yourself hibernating through the winter with your bulk, and then even with the summer living with your bulk. So you want to make sure that you are doing everything. Make sure you're in your cut season. Cut season's hard, but once you get used to it, if you become a master at what you do, you're gonna have the body where people are turning their heads and looking at you. You're gonna have the legs to be like, oh, dang, man, that girl looking thick. Or you're gonna have the guy that's gonna be like, man, his abs, I can see his abs through his shirt. I can see his V-neck is looking crazy. He look like he's about to burst through. He's Superman. Yeah, I've never seen a black Superman. Anything can happen, right? It don't gotta be black. It could be, I've never seen an Asian Superman. It's anything. And so with that, when you bulk and you cut, there's gonna be a certain portion where your cut looks like someone else's bulk. Especially, we're talking natural hair, but I'm just saying at a certain point, your bulk is gonna be like, man, you look so defined. You're like, I'm bulking right now though. This has happened, and so this comes through doing that over and over. There's a reason for it. You're not just doing it just to look good in the summertime. This is something where when you bulk, your strength is gonna get there, and while you're doing this and you're getting your strength and you're increasing your reps and your weight and you're doing all this, there's gonna be a time in that cut season where all your hard work is gonna show off. And then you repeat it and you repeat it and you repeat it, and eventually you're gonna get to a point where you became a master at this, to a point where you're like, people are like, man, what? This dude said he's bulking, he eating this and he looks like this. He's eating pizza and looks like this. That's because you mastered this. You became a point with your nutrition. And when you get, and trust me, nutrition is, people love to just say, you gotta eat a certain type of way. You gotta be a vegetarian. And you start thinking in your mind like, nutrition, man, I don't like eating no salads. Like I said, there's so many different diets you can do. And on top of that too, once you can start off with doing the easy stuff. If you drink soda, take out the soda. Start with that, right? Because as you're increasing your gym days and you're following your days, it's going to happen too. Once you sharpen up your program and do the rest of these, you're going to start shaping out a little bit more. You're going to start getting a little bit bigger. Your shirts are going to get a little bit tight. Your little leggings, yeah, girl, I see you. Your leggings are going to be, getting tight too, and you're going to start fitting in your clothes. And what's going to happen is that you're going to become a new person. So, like I said, taking out little by little is always the way to go. Stopping the soda, maybe versus eating super fast food in the morning, maybe you just go and start off with just maybe eating something simple, maybe getting a meal replacement, maybe getting a Cliff Bar, something like that, something that's a little bit healthier. You don't gotta, people take extreme to extreme. They'll go, I'm gonna switch my diet completely at 180. No, you can start little by little, you know what I'm saying? Start drinking more water. Try drinking water with all your meals versus drinking sweet tea or anything with carbohydrates and anything extra that. Start taking that into consideration. Also, you need to download the app to keep you accountable. MyFitnessPal is a great one that can keep you accountable to where you are looking at what you eat, breaking down the macros. You can get to that science now. If you're like me, I just like when I go into something, I like to go completely in. So I'm not gonna go in partially. I'm gonna go full there and I'm gonna go for it. And then when I do that, I'll just go straight macros in. And there's calculators out there. And if you don't trust the calculators that are out there to help you, then that's fine too. You can easily just hire a coach, spend a little bit of money, get your diet right, and then follow it, So these are what those people are there for. You just need to find a reputable one, and you can get the help. I'm able to help you as well. If you want to comment or send me something, I can send you something to follow after we talk about your goals, and we can get there too. But this is what we're here for, is to help you. So if there's anything I can help you with, comment down below, send me a DM, and I got you. But these are going to be part 1 of 1 through 5 of why your muscles aren't growing. Your muscles, we're going to get your muscles there to grow. We're going to get you to lose the weight, get the shape, and we're going to get you there. So as the summer's approaching, and where I'm at, it's already here. It's 98 degrees today. But as it's approaching, it's never too late to change. So just remember that, and we got y'all covered. It's Jay Bruce, owning your muffin life, and I'll catch you on the next one.